Hello people of the web, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since my last video was released, mostly because 1.13, the aquatic update, came out, and so I've been busy building a brand new base on our new map. Hopefully one day my base will be good enough to warrant its own video. I'm certain that there will be many showcase videos coming from this map. However, there are also plenty of very impressive builds I'm yet to have showcased from our previous map, one of which I will be showcasing today. While I have been given access to the legacy server, I haven't been granted any admin privileges, so I shall be taking a bit of a flight. I have to say it's nice though to be flying with no noticeable lag. However, this particular build is very far from my base. According to the document detailing this build, the portal should be around here somewhere. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this might be the portal I'm looking for. Coming through the portal brings us into the main lobby for the cylinder project. Upstairs is mostly empty and gives a clear view of the map pool, whilst downstairs is the main storage area. As you probably gathered from the thumbnail and should be clear from this map pool, the project is massive, and I'm excited to explore it and bring you along with me. I've visited this project before and always looked forward to making a video of it. There are so many areas to see and no obvious order, so we will just go where my interest leads me. By the side of the storage room is a huge super smelter. Although, while admiring it, I did fall through the floor. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording, so I did recreate the moment, as I was determined to include it, and complain about the building code violation. You can't just leave holes in the floor, especially when there is so little lighting, and there's a fool exploring. The storage room downstairs utilises both shulkers and regular chests. I particularly enjoy the use of the shulkers to add colour to the build, especially as the shulkers face away and you get that swirling texture from the underside. The number of bookcases, anvils and lapis coloured shulker suggests that this is an enchanting area. Now, I'm no expert, but shouldn't there be an enchanting table here? Seeing as I've been left to my own ends and have no tour guide with me, the only way to know what a lever does is to flick it. Ideally with fingers crossed, hoping it's not attached to anything that will break, or better, worse, explode. Ooh. A doorway to a room with a very funky floor. I like this. Minecraft is never truly complete, and as a building area for 4 members, there will be some abandoned projects. This looks like one of them. However, I really want to know if that tunnel goes anywhere. I decided this long tunnel wasn't really worth recording, and while travelling down it I was nearly sent all the way back home. The skeleton shot me and knocked me into the lava, and it took me long enough to fly here the first time. I was rather afraid I might have to do it again. Problem solved. Now see what wonders await me. More walking. While I'm considering turning around, it would nag me for a long time that the amazing reveal may just be a bit further down the tunnel. Okay, that was both a waste of time and disappointing, although quite interesting that there's some broken blocks still here that haven't despawned. Well, 870 blocks travelled, at least my curiosity has been satisfied, and in exchange I now have regret. Lots of regret. Still regretting it. And we're back to the funky floor. Maybe I should learn to be less curious. We are now standing above the big dig. 4 beds for the 4 members. RyanHardiman, RebeccaStringy, Emaroo and J4mmy. At least, I think it's pronounced J4mmy. J4mmy. It's hard reading out names you've only ever typed, especially when your potential mispronunciation is going up on the internet for everyone to hear. A little bit stress-inducing. At the heart of the Giant Cylinder project is a large creeper farm. The cylinder around both adds to the grandeur and leaves no spawnable spaces outside of the creeper farm. The walls are decorated with these beautiful textured arches. On the north, south, east and west sides of the cylinder are giant statues made in the image of the 4 members of the project. Each of these house a door to a build area. One of those doors goes to the storage and portal room that we were in earlier. You may also notice there are 2 double chunk slime farms within the cylinder, although there are many more slime chunks within the space. You can see where they are because carpet has been laid in those chunks to prevent spawning. Slime balls are a very useful commodity. I'm sure they won't notice a couple missing. Let's take a look behind door number 2. If I'm not mistaken, these are pumpkin, melon and sugarcane farms. Very impressive ones. This also seems to be the home for a charged creeper who seems very interested in my presence. I am a guest, and guests should be fed by the host. Num 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 num. This is Emaroo's skin, and it's one of my favourites. Door number 3. This is obviously a project in progress. However, the design on the finished side is amazing. I wish I could create designs like this. Behind the final door, we find a rather large training hall. The builds of this joint venture extend far beyond the cylinder, including not 1 but 2 guardian farms, of which this is my personal favourite. There is even an observatory with a completely accurate and to scale map of the stars. This area has so much vastness and grandeur, but I equally enjoy seeing small detailed builds like Simba the lion. Seeing as this is a family friendly channel, I think I'm going to skip the ships and giggles inn. Alongside the inn there are some rather impressive boats. Excuse the sudden change of daytime, but I really wanted to add this aerial shot in. I can't be waiting until night. On the other side of the harbour is a collection of enlarged player heads. I particularly enjoy how the Iron Golem's head looks a lot like a toaster to me. Floating above the cylinder project is a globe, inside which is a villager-powered bread farm. Just to the south of the project, on the other side of these horse statues, is a beautiful town. I particularly like the roofs. While you would expect modern builds to have a very straight roof line, it just seems right that these older style buildings wouldn't be as uniform. If shulkers were this large, it would certainly make them much easier to find in the end. It's clear that this project really is something else. This castle is big enough to warrant a showcase on its own, but here it's just a footnote. Given the size of this project, there is no doubt in my mind that I've skipped past a masterpiece or two. However, I'm sure you will agree that this showcase features a lot of builds that really are incredible. And it's obvious how much time, effort and skill has gone into it all to build this all in survival Minecraft. I hope you have enjoyed exploring this project with me. If you could help out my channel by liking the video or subscribing, it really would mean the world to me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.